You guys remember a couple of months back, somewhere around the end of August, where the Infinity Ward developer came out and says that Call of Duty has become so balanced that it takes the fun out? Yeah, I remember that too. And honestly, that was one of the best things that I had ever read about this game coming up until that point, because I wholeheartedly agree. I think that games have become way too focused on taking fun things away from players. And as a lot of people in this community like to say, they listen too much to the pro scene, right? They don't listen enough to the casual majority of the community. So this update came out the other day, update 1 point whatever it is. I don't even know anymore. Who really gives a shit, right? And I gotta say, I'm quite disappointed. I really am. We're gonna go ahead and talk about this update right now. But if you are new here, I'm obligated to say this at the beginning of every video, obviously. So make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications for more awesome, amazing videos just like this. And of course, watch the entire video, don't be a bitch. So the main thing I want to talk about with this update is exactly what you're seeing on your screen right now. This gameplay that you're seeing with this 357 snake shot revolver. I am not kidding you when I say this was the most fun I've had in Call of Duty in years. Like, I've always been a shotgunner. I've pretty much been a shotgunner since Black Ops 1 with the Spaz 12. I used the Striker a lot in MW3, the Remington in Black Ops 2, Bulldog in Call of Duty Ghost, etc., etc. And of course, the Brecci and 7.25, two of the greatest weapons of all time, no troll. But none of those, honestly, like none of those compared to the amount of fun that I had with this snake shot revolver, honestly. First they give us the 7.25, then they nerf it. Then they give us the snake shot revolver, then they nerf it. Like, what gives, man? What is up with this? Whatever happened to the very first thing that I said in this video when the developer came out and said, we are not focused on weapon balance, we're just having fun. Well, guess what, bitch? I was having plenty of fun with both of those weapons until you came and destroyed them like a goddamn Grinch. They take the fun and they just suck it right out, man. I don't know why. I don't know why they do this. I suspect it's probably because of the large amount of crybabies that we have that play Call of Duty here. Actually, I don't suspect that. I know that for a fact that that's the reason. But here's the thing I don't like about this, and it's extremely inconsistent and borderline hypocritical for the developers to do this. You know, and that is the only people that were bitching about these weapons are obviously people that are, you know, hardcore players, people that are on YouTube, people that go on Reddit, people that are on Twitter, etc., etc. People like me who make videos, people like you who watch videos, comment on them, and people that are actually actively involved in like the scene of Call of Duty. The 10%, if you will, right? Everybody says 90% of the community doesn't even know that this world exists online here. So why is it that the developers have selective hearing, or it appears that they do at least, right? People complain about the 7.25, people complain about the snake shot, they go ahead and nerf it, yet people are drastically over complaining about things like dead silence and footsteps and the M4, you name it, anything else, and it all falls on deaf ears. Why is that? They walk on eggshells to please the noob community, right? The people that don't even go on Twitter and Reddit. They gotta please them by giving every map enough safe spaces to hide in and to put extra camping spots on the map Crash. An absolute travesty, by the way. Also, not to mention skill-based matchmaking, which I may be starting to change my mind about. So if you watch my videos before, you know I don't really believe in the whole skill-based matchmaking conspiracy. But then that tweet came out by that Apex Legends developer, and he said that skill-based matchmaking is going to be in, you know, virtually all multiplayer games going forward because there's data out there that supposedly supports the claim that it helps around 90% of players. So that's a little convincing right there. Of course, it's not full-blown proof, but it's definitely got me giving the idea of skill-based matchmaking a lot more credibility than I did before. However, until some actual real rock-solid proof comes out or some confirmation by the developers, which they stated they can't talk about, which is definitely really sketchy. But until something solid actually comes out, I'm still going to dismiss the idea of skill-based matchmaking. Sorry. If skill-based matchmaking was real, I'd be a lot better at Call of Duty. That's just my personal opinion on it. I'm not a good player. I get stomped on a regular basis, so where the hell are my lobbies full of noobs? Who knows? Maybe it's just that players can't get any worse than me. I don't know. But point being that we've got all these noob-saving mechanisms in the game, and then when the hardcore community comes out and complains about the real issues with the game, such as footsteps, etc., nothing. Zero, zip, no answer whatsoever. Go fuck yourselves. But then that same hardcore player base comes on Reddit and starts complaining about shotguns and pistols, and all of a sudden everything's got to get nerfed. These developers are the worst, man. I mean, why do they got to take away everything that's so fun in this game? Shoot House 24/7. Go on. Like, why? Literally, why? I get it. Crash is a good map. I like Crash, but I'm not exaggerating when I say that probably 80% of the games I played since Shoot House came out were on Shoot House. You guys let me know down in the comments too, by the way. Were you playing mostly Shoot House? Like, I was grinding Shoot House like crazy, trying to get camos, trying to rank up my weapons and all that stuff. But nope, it's dead and gone. It's never to be seen again. Gun game is dead and gone. God knows when that'll come back. Remember when gun game came out with Call of Duty and it was just like a permanent game mode in every game? Yeah, good times. For Infinity Ward to just come out and say like, we're only focused on people having fun, like, it's just not a true statement. It's just not. I mean, I would say I was one of the few people that I knew that was actually having fun in Modern Warfare. Most YouTube videos about this game are completely negative, and I was having a decent time using those weapons because they made the game a little bit more enjoyable. Like, I've always just liked to run around stupidly in Call of Duty and run and gun, you know? I'm not gonna stay camped up, mounted on something with an M4 waiting for someone to run around the corner. That's just not me. So to have a reliable weapon that is one of the only guns that you can do well with while rushing, like, why? Why do you gotta take that away? Why? Please tell me. Right, because they're a bunch of motherfucking Grinches that want to steal Christmas. That's the only reason. They're a bunch of boner kills. If you water your vodka down too much, eventually you're just gonna have water. And that's exactly the road that this game is headed down. Anything that people discover can be fun to run around with and actually play fast with and do well with and actually have fun, because this game has a very serious lack of fun problem apparently. Those things are all just gonna get destroyed one by one. And then what's gonna be left? Huh? Boring ass vanilla game that nobody wants to play, and that's just a damn shame because Modern Warfare is a really, really fantastic game. The shooting feels better than it ever has. The graphics are better than they've ever been. There's just so much potential, but if they keep doing things like this, they're gonna make the game even more boring than it already is. You know, Modern Warfare 2 has the legacy that it has because it was so crazy, because there were so many insane things that you could do in that game that never got fixed. Modern Warfare 2019, on the other hand, could have been that, right? It could have been that all over again if the developers were actually just focused on having fun instead of on weapon balancing, but that is obviously just proving out to be a false statement, and that's really just a goddamn shame. Like, shame on these developers. Honestly, shame on you guys. Also, where the fuck are the camos in that battle pass? Are you kidding me? Not a single camo in 100 tiers of rewards. Oh my god, these guys are fucking high. But that pretty much wraps up this discussion, man. I'm still gonna play this game because, like I said, I'm done being mad about video games. However, I am very slightly just ever so disappointed with this update. I hope they stop. I hope they stop, man, because the next thing that ends up being fun, I just don't want them to take that away too. We're 0 for 2 now, and I don't want to see it get any worse. But you know what? I'm gonna continue playing the game and shutting my mouth. I've actually been playing this game a lot, man. I've played nothing but Modern Warfare since it came out. I haven't even turned on my Xbox once. I have barely played any Fortnite at all. Like, I'm pretty invested in this game right now, and I want to continue to enjoy it, but now I have to find some other way to play to actually do that, which kind of sucks. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, do not forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome, amazing content just like this. If you are not already, turn on notifications so you could be part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live, and follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Links are both down below, and I will see you dudes in the next video. Love you, bye.